I don't know if anybody out there can relate, but like I have a hard time with life sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes it's great, but a lot of times for me it's really hard. And
Linkin Park vocalist Chester Bennington has committed suicide at age of 41. According to TMZ, Bennington hanged himself. He was discovered in a private California residence Thursday morning. The Los Angeles County coroner has confirmed the death of the star. He died on 20th of July 2017. Law enforcement sources tell us the singer hanged himself at a private residence in Palos Verdes Estates in LA. His body was discovered Thursday just before 9 a.m. Chester was married with 6 children from 2 wives. Here's what we know about the details and rumors surrounding his suicide. 1. Chester Bennington was molested aged 7 by an older friend. He was sexually abused as a child. Chester was molested from the age of 7 until he was 13 by a friend who was a few years older than him. Previously speaking to Kerrang! Magazine in 2008, the rock star explained, "It escalated from a touchy, curious, what does this thing do into full-on, crazy violations. I was getting beaten up and being forced to do things I didn't want to do. It destroyed my self-confidence. I didn't want people to think I was gay or that I was lying. It was a horrible experience." Chester has never identified his abuser. He also felt abandoned by his family, with his father Lee, a police detective who, coincidentally, focused on child abuse cases, working long hours and divorcing from Chester's mother when he was 11. The trauma of his abuse plunged Bennington into a cycle of addiction, with his mother kicking him out of the house when he was 17 due to his drug use. 2. Drug and alcohol addiction. As the singer entered his teens, he dabbled in drug use, a habit that started to get out of control. "I was a lot more confident when I was high," he goes on. "I felt like I had more control over my environment when I was on hallucinogens or drinking." Speaking to Metal Hammer, Chester said, "I was on 11 hits of acid a day. I dropped so much acid I'm surprised I can still speak. I'd smoke a bunch of crack, do a bit of meth and just sit there and freak out. Then I'd smoke opium to calm down. I weighed 110 pounds. My mum said I looked like I stepped out of Auschwitz. So I used pot to get off drugs. Every time I'd get a craving, I'd smoke my pot." Though he eventually stopped his drug use, the alcohol remained an issue. "I found myself not saying no to other things that would have made me another rock and roll cliché," said the singer in 2002 to Rolling Stone. His second wife Talinda also told him that 7 months into their marriage, she had never seen him go a day without having a drink. 3. Chester Bennington discusses his depression in final interview. "I can either just give up and fucking die or I can fight." Earlier this year, Linkin Park released the single Heavy off their newest album. The lyrics largely hinted at depression, even including the line "If I just let go, I'd be set free." While promoting the new album, Bennington and bandmate Mike Shinoda sat down for an interview in which Bennington addressed his depression. "Life got really weird and really hard, all at one time," he said. "That took me into a depression that was really hard to get out of." 4. Close bond of Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell. According to some fans, Chester Bennington planned his suicide for killing himself on his friend Chris Cornell's birthday. Cornell and Bennington became close when they toured together in the mid-2000s. Just a few years after Linkin Park hit it big with its debut album Hybrid Theory. By then, Cornell had been a rock icon for the better part of a decade. Soundgarden had played a major role in the grunge movement during the 90s. During that 2007 to 2008 tour, the two singers' chemistry on stage was undeniable. In May, former Soundgarden frontman Cornell took his own life. According to the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office, Bennington died on what would have been Cornell's 53rd birthday. In the wake of their deaths, fans have highlighted the close bond the two rockers shared, posting videos of their performing together as well as their past tributes to each other, including an open letter Bennington posted at the time of Cornell's death. On the night of May 18th, Linkin Park performed on Jimmy Kimmel Live, where Bennington opened the performance with a tribute to his late friend. "We were going to come out and play heavy first," Bennington told the audience. "In light of our dear friend Chris Cornell passing away, we decided to play our song, One More Light. We love you, Chris. Who cares when someone's light goes out?" "Well, I do," Bennington sang before bowing his head down at the end of the song. 5. He considered suicide earlier in his life. According to Digital Spy, Bennington did an interview with another news outlet in 2009 where he revealed that he considered suicide after his first marriage. "I felt like my life's work had been given away. I drank myself to the point where I couldn't leave the house and I couldn't function," the singer said. "I wanted to kill myself. I could very easily not be the person who's sitting here right now. I could be dead. It was a horrible, horrible existence." Sad loss of a legend. We can't surely say if all this trauma led Bennington to take his own life, but after learning about the cruelty he faced, a lot of people believe this to be a contributing factor. So, at the moment, the reason why he committed suicide remains a mystery. Chester Bennington's friends and family are mourning his loss, while his fans are in absolute shock as they will never get to see him again. We are all very sorry for Bennington's family and offer them our deepest condolences. This video is also a tribute to Chester Bennington. Rest in peace, Chester Bennington.